Samsung is plus 8.22% today, and the reasons behind this move tell a bigger story about where global markets are heading. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is July 3rd, and today we are putting the spotlight on Samsung, a global leader in semiconductors and consumer electronics. Samsung is up 8.22% to $309,500 in today's session. Intraday prices ranged between $283,500 and $313,000. The long-term fundamentals for Samsung revolve around memory chip cycle recovery, foundry competition, and smartphone demand. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. Let us look at the broader sector picture. On the geopolitical front, this comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war, adding pressure to energy markets. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. Rate expectations remain a key driver for growth and technology stocks, which are highly sensitive to discount rate assumptions. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that U.S. job creation cools in June with payrolls growth of just 57,000, unemployment rate at 4.2%. Looking at how sector peers are positioned. Northrop Grumman surged plus 5.59% to $549.01 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Northrop Grumman, NOC, has a long-cycle deterrence and mission systems engine bigger than a budget debate Alpha Street. The B-21 Raider production ramp is the centerpiece, a multi-decade revenue stream with limited competition. Space and missile defense segment growth reflects the elevated threat environment. Any program update would be market-moving. Meta plunged minus 4.90% to $582.90 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that Meta is about to make its next billion-dollar bet. Wall Street thinks it could be huge, 24/7 Wall St. The advertising engine continues to outpace expectations. AI-driven targeting improvements are delivering direct revenue per user gains each quarter. The key variable to watch is engagement per user as Reels, Stories, and Threads compete for time. Reality Labs' losses are the one overhang, but core momentum is exceptional. Apple surged plus 4.84% to $308.63 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Apple's stock gains as company XX cite iPhone, Mac demand in boosting guidance. Apple Intelligence adoption rate across the iPhone 16 base is the variable that will determine whether this cycle outperforms the last. Services revenue, now running at over $100 billion annualized, compounds regardless of hardware timing. The India manufacturing expansion de-risks the China tariff story meaningfully. Watch for any product announcement that could re-accelerate upgrades. Here is our analytical view on Samsung from here. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. Here is your market watchlist heading into the next session. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Every morning, before markets open, we break down exactly what is moving and why. If you want that edge every day, subscribe and hit the bell icon. If today's analysis was useful, a like is the best way to support the channel. We genuinely appreciate every single one. We read every comment. Drop your view below. That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe, and we will see you in the next one. That is our spotlight on Samsung from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily coverage of the world's biggest stocks.